And we are back. Hello, 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 everyone. We are back for another game of our Hungry Earth Call of Cthulhu session. Unfortunately, today I'm only joined by 3 of my lovely players, but it should be a very fun 3, especially knowing what I've got planned for today. So, lovely players, would you mind introducing who you are and who you are playing?
Hi, I'm up first because Feather's not here. I'm Magnolia. I'm playing Lahn Ashley, and we're about to hopefully not make the mistake of meeting our heroes, you know? Hello, King in Yellow, long-time listener, first-time caller.
Long-time caller, first-time listener. I'm allowed to just say things sometimes, alright?
That's just a friend of the show.
I will go next because I'm next in the picture order today. I forgot the video for May is off. Hi, I'm Sunny K, and I am playing Shannon Joyce Whelan, photojournalist from Boston. You hauling it up like no other person in the 80s, let me tell ya. Has just woken up from a visit to a glittering city of gold and strange architecture and a friend of Dorothy from before Dorothy was even an idea. And also scared of looking a beautiful man in the eyes, as many lesbians are.
Hello, I am May, and I play Lia Ivana Eustace Smith, who, May is currently experiencing suffering, so I'm going to translate that into suffering for everyone else.
Oh no.
In game. It's gonna happen. It's gonna be great. And yeah, I want stream to experience this, so if you don't know and haven't written out Leah's name yet, I wanted stream to also experience this, because last week after we closed, fellow investigators figured out what little Easter egg I had put in there, but
it was unfortunately just after we went off air.
I wanted stream and YouTube to experience this as well.
I don't know why it took me 22 sessions of playing a game with a woman named Lia Ivana Eustace Smith for me to put together that the initials spell out the word lies. But it took me 22 sessions to figure it out, and I believe it was Magnolia who put it best, which is May when I get you.
When I get you!
Man, I can't wait for us to all meet up in person. It's gonna be so fun.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, it's gonna be great. We met up in person when our team was smaller, and since it's expanded, we simply must meet up again. That'd be a nice thing to do next year.
And I'd like to reiterate that when we start this campaign, I can go look at my direct messages to
I think it's 6
DM
months.
maybe.
It's been in months. I think
Oh, did we start
talk
summer?
about it.
We started in August.
Oh my god.
Yeah, so there you go. I have an idea for Lia for direction of character, but need your input on it. That was September 14th, 2025.
Yep.
When I get
And there's some things in August. Yep. There you go.
Yep. It's been a long road. Also, Raku is kind of dancing on your experience, Sunny K.
Listen, that's fine. I can dribble a basketball, and some people are Harlem Globetrotters. I know that's what life is, you know?
Such a beautiful way to put it. Man, one day we're gonna meet, and I can't wait to engage in spy versus spy bullshit with you.
Oh, it's gonna be fucking awesome.
Let's play code names anyway.
Yes.
We have to. Hey, listen. When we meet up.
Yeah.
Oh no, not Ku.
Here's the thing. I also love a game about lying to my friends. I think it's so fun. Unfortunately, I usually don't translate that to TTRPGs. I might start. Maybe I need to get like you, TT. Maybe I need to get like you, Big May. Like, I don't...
Alright.
Maybe the problem isn't that you're bad person, it's that I'm not bad enough.
And dear viewer, with your help, we can get an in-person stream in 2027.
Oh, that'd be so much fun, but I would need to figure out every camera setup ever known to man.
Yeah.
If we can get a Trump assassination plot that's not done by the CIA, we could have a live stream in 2027 that all of us are here for.
All
There
right.
you go. And that dated the video. Let's go.
And with that, no. And with that, we are going to go into our game for today. So I want to give a short little recap on where we are before we jump into the scene. Shannon and Lia, you both find yourself standing on the edge of the town of Winoa.
Yep.
Where you are, just inside the town boundaries, there's about 1.5 meters of snow on the ground. Whereas just outside of the town boundaries, there's only about 0.5 meter. You two are also currently standing underneath a layer of clouds. No sunlight is reaching you. Whereas, just outside the town limits, it is full sun, shining, almost blinding against the snow. There is a person, androgynous looking, long leather duster, bright red hair. Red hair that used to be bright but is now faded. Sort of standing there, freezing, with a swarm of what look to be like leeches and locusts and flies, all hanging around and over him like they're about to crush him. However, that is not the most concerning thing at the moment. Lia, you just pulled Shannon back inside of town boundaries with this stranger's help. And a few seconds after you did so, Shannon woke up, babbling about a city paved in gold. Lahn still sleeps unconscious just outside of city limits. The stranger has not yet begun pushing her back in. And Lahn, you find yourself in a glimmering city. Currently, you stand inside of a large building that to you reminds you of Arabic architecture. Almost like a large castle or monument with large open doorways, patterns, geometric and yet organic, spreading up the columns and all across the ceiling. And crucially, Lahn, you also see that outside this building, the ground itself almost appears to be glowing. Lahn, you no longer hear Shannon behind you, but you do hear footsteps coming closer. At first, they echo as if they are carrying something that is 3-4 stories tall, and then they get smaller and smaller and smaller the closer they get, until you watch a massive door open on the far side of this room, and out steps a man. He's short. He looks like he could be from somewhere in Central or South America. Very handsome, for what that matters to you. His hair is...
You can appreciate the art.
Exactly.
She's gay, not blind.
Perfect. His hair is slicked back in a pompadour. You see a streak of gray growing through it, sort of at the top of his temple. He's got a small goatee, and as he gets closer to you, you see that he is dressed in a pale yellow suit. Almost something that would fit in with like an Easter egg palette. As he gets closer to you, you realize that... Lahn, how tall are you?
I hadn't thought about it officially, but her size score is like 45, and I don't think that's great.
I think she was 5'2" or something.
It's 5'2", 5'3".
You, as this man walks up to you, you realize that he's only just barely taller than you. Lahn, you would recognize this man as Carlos Solano, the artist that disappeared from Winoa about 30 years back.
One is that you always say it one after the other, so I just keep calling him Carlo.
It's Carlos. As he smiles at you, and he does sort of open his arms sort of to welcome you in that very, you'd call it almost a regal posture, but he doesn't go to like hug you or touch you or anything of that sort. And as he smiles, Lahn, you watch as his eyes crinkle up with crow's feet, smile lines carve themselves into his face. And it's almost as if his smile itself brightens up the room that you're standing in. Lahn, right?
Yes, we've interacted. I'm sorry about the pen. I really did try.
I know you did. That's not a concern.
Okay.
Sorry, do you want to sit? Do you need something to drink?
I could take a seat. Sure.
Of course. And he just sort of like claps twice. And
Where did she run off? Did she wake up?
Shannon was here?
For a hot second. It's in a bit of a situation where on the border of Winoa, I tipped over and took a nap. God, I miss sunlight, you know?
Do they know that they need to not be bringing you back inside of the town boundaries right now?
I don't know if they have a strictly clear idea of that, but I figure if I go back in, I'll have enough faculties to walk back out.
Okay, perfect, yeah.
You'll see.
In the time that you've been stood there, you sort of feel something press up against the back of your leg. Not aggressively, just letting you know it's there. And you see that this large armchair, almost as if it's grown out of the ground and out of the mosaic itself, is behind you.
Thank you. Appreciate it. Thanks for the help, by the way, the other day with the moose, we'll call it generously.
The moose is a great word for it. Yeah, and you see that he takes a seat at another armchair. So, first things first, I think. I'm sorry for being so absent recently.
I kind of figured out why a little bit. It didn't seem
good.
You seem to not be doing. I got enough context to figure out that you weren't doing terribly hot. So,
Can you give me a power roll?
I actually, because the computer I do this on is actually.
Oh
give me a
no.
second. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Everything was very slow. Depending on how fast it loads, you should be fine. I'm killing time before I give you this power roll. One moment, I need to load and I need to open up the sheet.
You can admit that you're scared of him. That's fine.
Make it weird. It's fine. Yeah, I can give you a power roll. Okay, there we go.
Show it to me. Show me the power roll.
Leave a success.
That's a success. All right.
You're not killing my girlfriend today.
Lahn, as you say that, I've assumed that you've not been the best. You get the sense, like you see a little flicker as you're looking at Carlos Solano. And you get the very distinct sense that you are not seeing his true form right now. But that if you wanted to attempt to, you probably could.
I'm a little bit seeing double right now. Sorry, I have a terrible habit of looking at things, and sometimes you look too hard and it goes weird. Should I?
I'd suggest not looking.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay. Appreciate it.
No worry. I try and keep myself understandable to the people I talk with, but...
Thank you. I've got a good few... I appreciate that. I got a good couple decades left out of this brain, but, after that, go nuts. I don't like that expression. That's... Okay, well, there's mounting evidence to say that might not be true. If it makes you feel any better, you were only the, part of that. The straw that broke the camel's back. There's other weights on there.
I'm glad you feel healthy.
For now, it seems.
So, Lia and Shannon. You two watch as Stanley, this faded red-haired stranger, begins leaning down towards Lahn and also starts sort of pushing her towards you two inside of the town boundaries.
Is she gonna be okay if she's alone with Carlos?
Who's Carlos?
The son. I don't know what else it's called. The guy, the son guy.
And you watch as Stanley just sort of like jumps back as if burned.
Okay.
Should be fine. She should be fine. She should be fine with him. I just don't know if I should push her back inside if she's talking to him right now.
Can we give it don't know, like a couple minutes? Maybe. I just don't. I don't want her to get hurt.
We can give it time. That's fine. That's fine. There's only like, yeah.
Okay.
They just sort of gesture to the bugs hanging over the two of them.
Mm-hmm. Lia, any ideas for what we're gonna do about that, or?
I mean, Lia.
And if you recall, in Lia's hands are still armed and ready are at least 2 Molotov cocktails.
Stanley has another one that you handed them last time as well.
Yeah.
I can't stop you from throwing a lit Molotov cocktail at a pile of bugs that are approximately the size of a Ford F-150.
I would just appreciate if Lahn was conscious while there was possible fire in the area.
Question.
You have a question?
As someone who's like a Call of Cthulhu character with 4 hit points.
Yeah.
How close is Lahn to the bugs? How close is Lahn being?
The bugs have currently frozen after Shannon asked for parley.
Did they start skittering again when Stanley started moving, or is that redacted from last session?
They're just sort of like hanging over them, but they're not moving.
Okay.
I also have a second stupider question.
Yeah.
You said there was some kind of grub creature in this like cavalcade of flies and locusts and stuff. Do the grub creatures have wings, or is this a sort of like Baroque Silk Song Bugs Life scenario where they are all being carried by other bugs? I told you it was stupider.
This is a Voltron situation, if I'm not mistaken.
I think I killed him. It's fucking my brain. It's fucking, for context, hi everybody. It has been like low of like 12, generally 15 to 19 in Ireland for the past 7 days.
Oh, to answer your question, it is in fact a Bug's Life situation.
Oh, life is beautiful. Oh, everything's so good. Yay.
Oh.
Oh my God.
Oh.
Alright, anyway,
Okay.
you can get back to your Sorry.
So the bugs are in suspended animation, and
they're being carried by the flying insects. They're
that's
being
awesome.
for each locust a grub within its like.
It's in its undercarriage.
Yeah,
It's like if the Remora and shark dynamic were flipped upside down.
That precisely.
Oh my goodness.
Anyway, moving right along. So,
Hello, I exist.
Stanley?
Yeah.
Can I spot hidden Stanley?
Yeah, go ahead.
Can I see what's up with them?
Just go ahead.
1-star success.
1-star success. You are going to notice. Stanley is freezing. Stanley's standing there shivering. You will also see that Stanley, at this point, their jeans are soaked, where they ended up like kneeling on the ground. Just based on how they're dressed, you don't think they had any intention of being somewhere as snowy and as cold as Winoa. You also notice that even though their hair is faded, there aren't any roots showing. Which just strikes you as a little bit strange. You see that the only other thing I think that would catch your attention is their chest. One side appears to be almost concave, their left.
Leah, thanks for helping me up. I'm gonna go to my car real quick and get something. I presume that Teddy and Marvin are chatting with Joel Micah.
They're at least there, making sure he's okay.
Or-
yeah.
Yeah, or somewhere. They're off screen, having their own fun time.
Teddy's just making sure that the necklace is still over outside of town.
Shannon's gonna go to her car and get a really old spare comfort sweater out of the trunk of her car and toss it over the bridge to Stanley.
Oh, you sure?
You look like you need it, man. I don't know. How'd you get here? You don't know where you are.
Great question. And you're gonna watch as Stanley takes off the leather duster, sort of passes it.
Question.
Yeah.
To Stanley. First, before you start this convo, can you see that she's breathing?
Oh yeah, of course. Sorry.
Point down to Lahn.
And you see that Stanley kneels down, sort of hand, like back of hand under Lahn's mouth. Yeah, she's breathing. Yeah.
Okay.
Good check. She's breathing.
I agree.
Listen, I'm not gonna look too carefully at Stanley while they strip. You know, their singular mastectomy is their business and not mine.
They take off the leather duster, they throw the sweater on, and then they, put the leather duster back on. And you definitely see that, as they reach for the leather duster again, it's almost like part of that swarm lifts the coat up to them.
What's just...
And, can I ask you one more question, Stanley?
Yeah.
So which one are you with? And I would like to roll psychology.
Oh, goodness gracious. Yeah, roll me psychology.
Leah lawn mowing at the moment.
You know what? I'm gonna second that because I want to know too. May, I hope I'm not stepping on your toes.
No, push it.
Push it.
Let's go. Oh no!
Fumble.
It's a regular fumble, yeah.
Oh no. Okay. Stanley.
I'll believe anything he says.
Their words, law.
The liar becomes the lied
to. Which one of them? And you watch as they sort of gesture to the bugs and the sun and the Winoa. I'm not with any of them. Shannon.
Okay.
You can see that Stanley is very, very uncomfortable answering this question. You're not able to tell if this is a lie or not. You are able to tell that whether or not he is with, or whether or not they are with any of them, they are familiar with them.
How's about this?
How's about we hold this for a second until your friend is back? I know he also had questions. Points towards Teddy.
By all means.
When he's back, we'll tell you what we know. You tell us what you know.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure that's a good start.
How many minutes has it been? Is it time to pull Lahn back in?
It's only been 2 minutes. We're gonna go back to Lahn. We're gonna let Lahn have an actual conversation for a second.
Yay!
Lahn. You see, or your hand sort of, you let your hand down and it brushes against a side table next to you that you hadn't seen before. And you notice that there's a mug of something on the table.
Your ability to self-decorate is commendable. I know set designers have to love you.
Yeah, they get their tricks from somewhere. So.
Thank you, by the way.
Yeah, no, of course. Please drink. Lahn, it is the same spiced beverage that you had a few sessions ago. That one it's that same one that warms you up from the inside out. And feels almost like feels almost like going home and smelling like home cooking from a different room.
Damn, that's good. Sorry, you're gonna have to forgive me. I'm a bit nervous. I'm. Oh, God, sorry. I'm usually better with the questions.
It's no trouble. A lot of people have that issue when they get here.
I guess what's the lowdown? I'm gonna ask something and it's not gonna go well. I guess first things first. Every time I start talking about anything in the future past like a week, someone says something funny.
Fair enough. I will give you the information then that a week will happen. So you can plan a bit farther than that.
That's. Can I ask how much farther? Is this Is Reagan about to blow us all to hell?
Well, with the stunt that your friend pulled, they might do.
That's
Talking about.
Look, at benefit, I'm gonna try and assuage that fear a little bit. At the very least, there won't be any, atom bombs or anything coming after you. Those don't work anymore.
See, I did a good thing.
That does not rule out other types of explosives, or attacks, or offensives.
Nuclear power is so scary compared to coal, which is notably extremely good for everybody in the environment.
This is a Shubgoth approved take.
Definitely doesn't create more and more difficult to dispose of nuclear radiated cast off from the process of making energy from it. Something that definitely somehow irradiates you more than fucking nuclear power. It's crazy. It's such a terrible thing we've done.
So maybe I'll start here then, if you're having issues with questions. You don't need to be pursuing the goal quite as strongly anymore.
Noted.
You know what happened to me, at the very least. If anything like that happens again, there are going to be a lot bigger problems.
Worm type problem?
Did you ever learn what the worm is? In relation to the rest of us?
In relation to the rest? No, I am not.
Okay. I want you to imagine the worm is like a cat. I am an adult human.
Ah!
And the other one that you're dealing with is like a menopausal woman.
He's a kid. I shouldn't have phrased it like that. Sorry. She said one of them was. I don't know. There's a strange approximation of a family unit. It's a lot of us want to keep our sort of faculties going, so this ends up being a lot of analogy. The analogy was, I think, something adjacent for a son for one of you, and if the worm's the cat, then I'm assuming that's not it unless she's real lonely.
And you see that, while you've been talking, Carlos has just sort of, leaned back in his chair a little bit, and he's got, this lazy smile on his face. Almost as if this is reminding him of something. No, you're right. The cat's probably the same one that she was talking about as the son.
Can I roll psychology on this otherworldly being of
Absolutely,
immense power?
you can.
Why is it reloading? Oh.
Please succeed so I can drop the funniest line of all time. Please succeed on this roll.
Okay, yeah, I'll push this. I haven't failed yet, but worst comes to worst, I will. 36, yeah, 39, we take that.
That's a pass. That's absolutely a pass. Lahn, something about the way his eyes have softened, and the way that smile, like, it almost feels like it's crept onto his face without him realizing. You get the very distinct sense that he is remembering, like, a lover that isn't here right now.
Actually, I might have got something wrong. Your name isn't Oedipus.
Do you say that out loud?
Yes, of course she says it out loud! When did she ever not said something out loud?
I didn't know if that was just a Magnolia bit, I'm sorry!
No, this is unfortunately Lahn is one of those characters where I get to leave the Magnolia bits in.
So whoa, hey. I know she's younger than me, but no.
I didn't. Hold up,
That would be
when I
Electra.
said the Oedipus bit, that implies you're the younger one.
I'm aware.
Okay.
And I'm not going to entertain that train of thought because that's disgusting.
That's fair.
Anyways, weird question. You haven't happened to meet anyone from, like, the South recently?
There's... Actually, would you believe it if I told you that we had just met someone who was kicking around the Carolinas, I think, and is now at our doorstep by some mysterious and insectoid means?
Why did he touch her? Oh. Okay. It's okay. It's okay. We're not going to lose our cool in front of guests. It's fine. Sorry. One second. I'll be right back. And you see that he stands up. And he walks just a little bit out into the room. Do you keep watching him out of curiosity?
I'm not going to, like, follow him over to watch, but I'm assuming there's going to be... I'm making an assumption as a player, as a fellow writer, as someone collaborating storytelling, that there is going to be a flash of light out of whatever room he is in, so she will watch the door, but not him.
You do, in fact, watch as there is a brilliant flash of light. And then about a minute of silence. And then he walks back into the room, smoking a little bit. My bad. It's okay. It's fine.
Not to sound conspiratorial, but if it's not okay, I do still have that handgun in my back, so, if you need me to wake up and... It's a Chinese Black Star. It was built to kill Americans, and by God, it's going to,
Have you killed any Americans with it yet? I think it's mostly been creatures.
The lines are real thin on that one police officer Chewbacca situation.
Huh. Fair enough, yeah.
Then again, this is also asking across for people, which is really more of a spiritual question than anything else.
I don't think I'm allowed to be in this conversation.
Listen, this is this is the one place where like I can't have the CIA showing up at my door after saying it's too loud. So I'm having a great time.
No, this is true. You do in fact have a diplomatic immunity here, so. But anyways, regardless. Hi. Is there anything that I could help you with before you are likely pulled out of here?
I need a way to make sure that, like, regardless of anything that happens, I need a way to make sure Shannon stays safe. If there's anything you can do to help, I will do my best. Level best. But
that's a harder one. Your love, and he seems a bit, like, confirming that that's the right read on the situation before he keeps going. She is, she's fallen
2 days, we can call it that.
She's fallen in with a, kind of the, side opposite to the one that you're on right now. I don't want to say that this is one of Billy's classics, but
you're trying to avoid let's not recreate that lie.
Yeah. I don't know about her, but if she's ended up offering a deal or asking for help from a human, that's already a massive step out of her comfort zone. Should that be reneged on, the consequences would be swift, and you would hope they're fatal. I'd say that you could leave Winoa and then there wouldn't be a problem, but that is not how any of this works.
It kind of seems at this point like Winoa's problems are making their way out. They are no longer confined to city limits.
If someone from the Carolinas is there, I just hope it isn't them, and then it would be fine. You mentioned that there was somebody there, and I assumed it was a woman?
Them as in... No, not in any meaningful sense.
Okay, then it's not my darling. A boy, perhaps. Goth, punk.
Yeah.
Liberty Spikes.
This is out of character. What the fuck are Liberty Spikes?
It's the like punk goth style that makes your hair go up in a bunch of like different triangles. Notably, this is also a mixed black and white boy.
They're mixed.
Mm-hmm. Not.
Oh, noted.
Not
different person.
Different boy.
Okay, so this isn't.
No, this is not Liberty Spikes.
No, not him.
Perhaps a pastor?
There is a pastor. He's been trying to get out of Winoa for a hot minute, and someone's making that absolute hell.
Yes, sorry, then maybe a second pastor.
No, kind of like the formerly dyed red hair, pretty androgynous.
And
jacket.
you watch this man, this sun-kissed man, go pale as a sheet. Oh, that is not good. Okay.
Really perfect at this point.
Whatever you do, this is the last thing I will ask of you. Do not let that person go inside of those town limits.
Can I ask you 2 follow-up questions to that?
I may veto them.
What are and this is a very leading question, what are the sort of immediate and long-term consequences of letting them into town?
The immediate consequences? You know how I said it was going to be longer than a week?
Huh.
The long-term consequences, you won't be alive to experience. But I should... And you see that he's taking a break, and I will say that you were able to see this with your psychology roll. He's being very careful on the words he's picking, but it's not because he's trying to lie to you. It looks more like he's trying to figure out how much he can tell you without just sort of shattering your...
Lahn is aware at this point when she's being spared.
Yeah. This existence is something that happens quite a few times. Most of the times it's the same, but there are certain actions that can change it quite a bit. This would be one of those actions that could change it quite a bit. And not in a way that I think would be beneficial for you as a species.
Noted. Well, that goes away to answer my follow-up question, which is when you say don't let them enter town, does that mean... And this is drastic, and despite my sort of candor about the Black Star earlier, I've never actually shot like a regular human being. I'd prefer not to, but I've been through enough sundown towns to accept at some point push might come to shove. When you say don't let them into town, do you mean alive or at all?
The body would suffice.
Ah, okay.
Oh, that's a really important question, actually. Oh, that would be... Just tell me if you shoot them. I'll need to change my own plans.
I will try not. I will do my level best not to end up in a situation where I have to shoot. They seem interpersonally wonderful.
They tend to be more of a...
Forgive me if I'm wrong.
Hmm?
I've only just met them. Forgive me if I'm wrong, but...
No, they seem to be more of the flight type instead of the fight type, so it should be fine. I've never spent enough time around them to know.
It's entirely understandable. All right. In that case, if I come back outside of tournaments, will I be able to speak with you again?
It depends. It depends on if she's watching you and if she's stopping it. What I can tell you about your love. If hearing this you wish to distance yourself from me, to be more in line with your love, I understand. I would hate to lose you. You're a brilliant young lady. But there is nothing more beautiful than someone you want to spend your life with. And there's nothing more tragic than your distance.
Thank you for the advice. Sorry, I just saw May's message in the chat, and it's kind of fucking killing me.
What did May say?
I'm going to be trying to lasso Lahn this whole time.
Okay, May, can you please roll me a throw? I think this is hilarious.
I would like to know it is explicitly a try because my throw is 20.
Perfect.
May privately rolled some dice. You're so funny.
This was probably an accident, but that's okay.
That was the best roll that it could have been.
Yep, it was a 69.
Swish! Swish!
I will say, Lia, as soon as you begin trying to lasso Lahn, Stanley does lean down and help you actually tie the rope around Lahn.
Can I do something exceedingly stupid?
Yeah, go ahead.
I would like to squat down and try to pull Lahn just by holding her hands. And I will fully succumb to being unconscious if that's what that means.
Thing is, your head is still inside of Winoa, so you're not going to fall unconscious.
Excellent. I'm just gonna... Let's... Wait! Can I just pick her up?
I think you'd have to pull her along the ground a little bit first.
Okay, can I,
Yeah.
I don't know, try to do, the thing that you do when you're, trying to pick somebody up, where you, grab the front half and another person grabs their legs.
Oh, voice, no, you're scuffing my shit.
So, Lahn, you hear this lovely little sentence from this man sitting in front of you. And then you see yourself begin to... you see that your body becomes transparent. And you slowly begin fading out.
I think that's my cue. Thank you for the advice, genuine.
Be safe.
You too.
Yeah, don't kill any more of us. See you next time.
I don't know that. And then she's this.
Shannon, Lia, you two, with Stanley's help, have managed to pull Lahn back inside of the town boundaries of Winoa. Lahn, you slowly wake up. Okay, ignore the laughing, wait.
Hello. Okay. Woo! Hi. How long was I out?
5 minutes? Maybe a little less than that? Wanted to give you a little time to talk to your guy, but...
Thanks, I appreciate it. Yeah, no, that was actually the right move. Thank you. We talked. It was good. It was. Oh, it was good.
Did you get a name yet?
I don't know if I'm not gonna get a name, and I'm gonna keep not getting a name, just on account of.
Yeah. I'm also alright with not having a name.
Sometimes knowing things hurts. And trying to know things also fucking hurts. So we're gonna play this real casual.
It also means some power. Just letting you know that, just in case you needed that.
Yeah, no, great if you can, live long enough to use it.
Well, I don't think that any of us have any fucking fairy sealy powers for to steal somebody's, whole shit by saying the name, but I could be wrong. I mean, there's a lot of things that I don't know about you, Lia. You got powers in there?
I'm pretty sure I do not.
One time only use, I guess.
Yeah, no, it's a bit of it's one time only use.
Lia, can I ask you something?
I might not respond in present company, and I look at Stanley, and then I look up to the bugs.
Yeah, I'd say I could cover my ears, but I can't promise them. So.
Can I have Teddy just keep an eye on Lahn while I pull Lia aside for a pre-thought conversation?
Sure.
Alright. Let me know if you feel...
Stanley back up from the...
Stanley just like is immediately stepping back as soon as you're in town.
I would like to talk to you still. Please don't run away yet.
Wasn't planning on it?
You okay, honey? Just gives her a little kiss on her head. Lahn has a stab injury still. She just got discharged.
I don't know why I thought you were taking Lia.
I also thought that you were taking Lia.
No. Sorry, that's my fault. That's my fault. Sorry. You okay, honey? Mwah. Old lady. But it's in like care home
Yes.
No. Never. Lia is not my type. I like women who are honest and scary. Lia's just scary.
I've done this. That's kind of fair. I've been.
She gives Lahn a little kiss on her head, and then she pulls Lia aside. Perfect, flawless, got it in one.
Yes, Shannon?
Is this enough distance? Are you okay with this?
Ask your question and I'll consider.
I have a plan. It's not a very good one. It's not a very thought out one.
Is it more thought out than this? And again, I'm just holding my firebombs.
I'd say we put equally the amount of brain power, but mine is more diplomatic and yours is more explosive.
Got it. Yes, you did say the parlay, so I do believe yes you have a head on this. I do believe it is still in active.
Yes, I have probably one shot to make this work so that my boss doesn't immediately try to kill me, because we're already cutting it pretty close. She thinks in very black and white when it comes to her territory, and that much has been made pretty clear to me.
Mm-hmm.
What do I need to know so that I can get this guy the fuck out of here, your guy, without it having a problem like what happened when the little nuclear radioactive critter got taken out? What do I need to know?
Well, what happened with the worm is no longer possible in any way, shape, or form. At least not for me. It's you've gotta. If I am remembering the various ways, Mr. Joel Micah, if he actively, I believe, leaves said town, there is a greater chance that the one who I'd interact with may also leave, because I believe the flooding, and then the sinkholes, and then perhaps also this were various ways of making Pastor Micah not leave this town. I'm confusing my actions to them.
Do you mean that you think that if Joel Micah leaves, you described him as like a grimy pastor?
Unsettling, yes.
Marvin said that he sounded like the devil. Is he? The picture that's coming to mind for me is bread mold.
Huh. I mean,
grub. The grub.
It's
bug guy. Yeah.
It's not quite a grub. I would say it's more just what you imagine sin to be, perhaps. Or something like that.
Guess the devil's an apt name. Then
And everyone
maybe.
calls him hot priest? That's crazy.
Or at least, yeah. But it's a little, because in various ways, I believe, with the flooding of said church, perhaps one wanted him fully dead instead of leaving, versus the sinkholes which kept him inside town, I believe.
I wonder. You said something about drowning. When she told it to me, and maybe this is my fault for being a little too trusting in her word, she made it sound like she just wanted him to go. But that made the devil guy kind of dig his heels in and make him stay more. What if it's a mentality of if he couldn't have him, nobody could? If he couldn't have him in Winoa, nobody could.
Yeah, it's sort of like, I wish there was a way that Pastor Micah could relinquish or be cleansed, as it were, of various forces. That would be, I think, helpful. I'm just remembering said bug bites on Mr. Micah's skin currently. Perhaps that would help. I'm uncertain if any of us would be able to help him in that way, but it might work too.
I'd like to see him safely out of town.
You both can roll me a Cthulhu Mythos if you want to.
Let's give it a go!
The only one I will not allow to roll for this is Lahn, because you don't know this conversation.
Yeah, because I was here for this conversation.
Yeah. You can roll for other reasons, just not this one.
I'm cooking on something right now.
I think that's 2 failures, unfortunately.
Where's Teddy when we need him?
Come on, man!
Teddy's busy, sorry.
I
There's
need
a
my
21,
crap.
like, there is capability for a push, for a luck roll there, like...
God almighty, why are you trying to hurt me? Why do you want me down to less than 30 luck?
Oh my god, don't do it.
What's wrong with you? You
Alright,
con
I'm the
man?
angel on your shoulder, don't do it.
I'm the... You're the angel on my shoulder, I'm the lawyer on my own shoulder, going, this guy's trying to swindle you.
I am going to roll for myself, just various, like, religious, things that I'm aware of for, like, being purified, quote-unquote, because I think that would be in line with, Pastor Micah's faith, that he would believe that the most, and perhaps that belief would help.
Yeah, go ahead.
That's awful.
Oh,
We're pushing that.
I know it will take this a hotter priest.
Let's go!
We're gonna get one. I don't know where we're gonna get one. He's kind of bad, but like...
We need a young priest and a hot priest, let's go.
She got a 1! No!
Oh my god!
She got a 1!
Lia!
Oh my lord!
Lia!
Is that our first one?
I think that's your first
no.
one.
It's not the first
No,
one. But it's
it's
like,
not the first one, but it might be your first one.
Yeah, maybe.
God, what a push.
Okay, give me a second. Good sec.
Yep, no problem with that. Let's see, what was I
practically
thinking?
figured it out.
I didn't think anything with water was gonna work. At least not that,
What you would know is that there are a lot of ways to purify people with water. However, you do need to have a source of clean water for that, which is something you don't currently have.
I was thinking the other one would be a absolving sins type of thing, like of the soul purifying type thing. Let's see. What other religious things are trapped in my mind?
Deeply Protestant
Go ahead.
Mm-hmm.
that we might not need clean water for? Here's the thing. If the water isn't clean, then that means it's got like a bit of like her in it, to put it mildly. Would baptizing Joel Micah Protestant style full dunking in the river ritualistically and literally wash him clean of the terrible, awful man's influence?
Like drinking water out of the well, Teddy style.
Like drinking water out of the well, Teddy style? Would it?
So what I'm gonna say here is I think that Magnolia just filled in the last missing bit for what I wanted to say.
Mm-hmm.
Lia, you would know that Teddy has managed to rebuff one of these like larger what's the word I'm looking for? Like these influences before.
Yep.
So you don't know how Teddy did it specifically. You don't know how Marvin did it specifically. But you do have a hunch that if you could get Pastor Micah to ally with somebody who would be willing to protect him from what you have just called sin incarnate, that has a chance of working. That might work. And yes, as Magnolia says, you do know that the water is connected with her.
Yep.
Way in the water.
Good song. Anyway, yeah. So, hey guys, you know what's on the border of where we're at right now? Probably a mountain-fed stream. I don't know if it's deep enough to dunk anybody, but it's there.
It is. How frozen is it?
It's not.
It's not. It's a mountain stream, baby. It just. I'm guessing in my mind it's spring-fed. Anyway.
It is spring fed.
It might work.
Because it's moving. Anyway.
Should
It
we
would
ask
just
him?
be. We can ask Pastor Micah, but my one concern is if you the parlay that you have enacted, I am wondering if doing any actions within the border would harm said parlay.
Can I, based on the very limited amount of information that I have gained from Marvin's interactions, Joel Micah's interactions, and Leah's interactions with this guy, with Sin, may I roll psychology to try to figure out if there's some kind of mind game or trick or decorum that should be followed for this interaction that is on its way?
Give me a second to check if psychology is the right role for that.
I'd say anthropology, but well, it's not exactly a person now, is he?
See, you joke about that, but I think anthropology might be the best option here.
Here's the
Okay.
thing. If you want to roll, what is your anthropology actually?
51.
You can get Lahn in on this. She's got 75 anthropology.
Lahn would also get a bonus die. That you've directly interacted with one of these things, so you know.
Leah,
Yes.
I appreciate you being forthcoming with me. I've met enough people who will bend or shy away from the truth to know that it's usually a defense mechanism of sorts. So thank you for letting me in. Thank you for being vulnerable with me.
Mm-hmm.
Just gonna walk over to Lahn. Honey, can I ask you for some help?
Yeah, absolutely.
So, do you remember when the big... and she just looks over at the frozen in time bug situation as Stanley is probably just, like, looking around.
They're just standing there.
I said parlay. And I meant it. I would like to try to solve this diplomatically, so that no other deity or whatever gets deleted and there aren't any devastating consequences, any more devastating consequences, but I need a little bit of... I don't usually do the social interactions like you do, so... Can you help me try and think about some, like, psychological tactics that would be helpful to know before I just go in and hopefully not get deleted? Because I have one backup plan if I go in there.
We need your interview skills, Lahn.
Okay, I gotta... Do you need me? Are you looking for like a mediator, or are you looking for a negotiator?
No. Ideally, I'd like you to not be there at all. Like, I want this to be between me and the devil, I guess. I've got a...
Okay, well, that's not...
I've got a backup plan.
Alone. Okay.
Lock in, Ashley.
Well, do you have to do this on your own? Is it mandatory that it is just you and...
Maybe it's the martyr in me, but I don't want to drag you into this and get you hurt too, or anybody else.
You get the martyr out of you?
It'd be betraying a parlay, which is kind of bad form, it sounds like, but...
Well, I don't...
I have the insurance of... If I ask her to help me, she'll probably come and help. But she might also... Well, I wouldn't be nuking him, because nukes don't work anymore. It'd probably mean destroying him and whatever he controls here.
He's carrying with him.
Yeah. And that's what I'm trying to avoid.
I'll do what
It's a hard question. I'm sorry.
I should be doing something else, but I'd rather help with something dangerous than to have it come off and to... Okay. Lon's going to make this anthropology roll. What do you say, bonus die?
Bonus die.
Okay.
Have a bonus die.
Can I listen to the bugs?
Yeah, go ahead. Give me a listen roll. Also, a power roll.
Okay.
Don't worry about it.
Because I want to know if they're frozen or if they're actually doing something.
Alright, so we have a 1-star anthropology roll from Lahn Ashley. We have a 1-star listen check from Lia. And we have a 2-star power roll. Oh, that's good. Okay. Lahn.
Listening to the other side's parlay strategy for you guys.
Lahn.
Opposition research.
What you know, at least from meeting Carlos. At this point, you feel fairly confident that you have met with Carlos. You don't know if you've met directly with her, but you've at the very least talked with one of her envoys.
I've met with her as directly as any of us have.
Correct. from your last conversation with Carlos, what you gathered is that you, as a human, a lot of them are going to see you as beneath them. It was... You don't know necessarily if flattery is going to get you anywhere, so much as just not being a problem is going to get you anywhere. With Carlos, it seemed a little bit more like he genuinely was trying to help. He at least has... It'd be the equivalent of somebody doing research for an ant farm. Like, he knows what you need, he knows the substrate, and he's not...
Someone who... I'm not a person to him, we're not on the same level, but he also, like, fundamentally likes me and want me to not, like, eat shit and die.
Exactly. Hearing the things that you've heard from Marvin, from Lia, from Pastor Micah, you don't think that whatever this entity is shares those views. You maybe even would say that this entity, you don't know if it's malice directly or if it's just flippancy. But whatever they are, they don't necessarily care about humanity. That said, they do view humanity as a tool that can be wielded. They brought Stanley here. Stanley doesn't seem terrified by these bugs, for whatever that's worth, but he also doesn't seem to like them much either. And I've misgendered my person again. They also don't seem to like them much either. That's what you'll get with your 1-star success. Lia.
Okay. I just said noted.
Okay. Lia, you listen and you realize that these bugs are frozen. You don't hear the skittering of legs, you don't hear the flapping of wings. They are just almost as if they've been paused. They are frozen. However, you do hear whispers. You do hear the sound of thousands of tiny little mouthpieces chittering and clacking. And it's in a tongue that you've never heard before. You, for a brief moment, could have confused it for Latin, but the sounds don't go like that.
Yep.
This language, whatever it is, it sounds like it's spoken with 4 tongues, if not more. Words that are far too complex to even begin to comprehend. And then it seems as if they notice that you're listening. And you feel as the whispers, they go from chattering like you would hear in a crowd to more like a chanting. Like every bug, every insect is saying the same thing at the same time. And you feel it begin to press into your brain a little bit, to sort of squick and tunnel its way between the folds. And you just sort of, no, and push it back out.
Mm-hmm.
You think you hear chuckling. Lia, I will need you to roll me a sanity check.
Yeah. I figured.
Don't worry, your power roll did you good.
Mm-hmm. I was like, ooh.
Can you take 1 sanity damage for me from bugs?
Mm-hmm. Let's see. I'm also like, ooh, what were they chanting at me? But I'm like, also like, no, I don't want to lose more sanity.
I mean, you do know that they were not chanting in a language you understand. You
Yep.
could roll me Cthulhu Mythos or Occult if you wanted to.
Ooh, I will do that.
I thought you just said you didn't want to lose more sanity.
Oh yeah, but I want information.
That's fair.
When Valentine says they're chanting a language you don't understand, what he actually means is they're doing, like, British football chants.
We gotta go more than...
Liz, said
Yeah.
Liz.
Yeah, I don't know anything. What are you talking about?
Oh, You unfortunately have never heard this before. You're not sure where even to start with it.
Yep. But I will inform. I think we were already known that it's like is a entity, that they weren't separate bugs happening. This is one mind that tried to interact with mine.
You are fairly confident about that, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, Stanley remains standing there. Now a little bit warmer, not shivering so much.
You gonna parlay?
Okay.
I think the main
that
thing
something-
is that
Over the table, really quickly, is that something that
Mhm.
is okay to do in this session, or is that something we wanted to wait until more people were here to do?
I know that Feather and Rose wanted to be here while there were still a chance. While there was still a chance to talk with Stanley.
Mm-hmm.
okay.
I also think that one of you has to leave in about 30 minutes. Is that correct?
That's me.
What we can do is we can begin either the parlay or begin a talk with Stanley.
Okay.
But we will not finish it today.
That I
That's fair.
feel more comfortable doing, so that if we at least begin the parlay, even if it starts to go south,
The whole
There's
party
still-
here goes kinetic.
the whole
Actually-
party's here when it goes kinetic.
Actually,
Exactly.
1 second. Hold on. I need to double check something before I say that that is allowed.
He knows my plan, and he's scared.
Unfortunately, the viewers are going to lose video for a second.
That's okay. This
Because
is
you could
the part
also-
where the animation budget goes crazy. By the way.
Huh?
We could also figure out exactly what our terms, our wants are, and perhaps
Yeah, because Lon still has to give y'all the lowdown on how to play it.
Yeah.
So here's what's going to happen. I don't think we're going to start the parlay today because next week we will not be having a session, and the week afterwards is still a little bit up in the air based on a couple of yellows on our schedule. So, please feel free to have a conversation amongst yourselves, especially with what Lon just learned. Or not, up to you three. But I will push the parlay and any chats with Stanley to our next session.
Perfect. Can do.
And then we'll end in about 30 minutes. So I'm going to skip break if that's okay with everyone.
All right. Well, Lahn, what do you think?
Okay.
Terms and conditions are
Okay.
a good idea.
Here's the thing. Imagine if you are in your house and you've got like an ant problem, and the ants send a negotiator to you. That's you.
Yeah.
That's we are the ants in this situation. Some of them are friendlier than others. This guy is a sort of, I'll say, unmitigated dickhead from my very sparse interactions. He's said one word to me and it still makes my spine crawl thinking about it. And I'm not going to say I would risk jettisoning him from existence like you unfortunately did the worm that gave us nuclear power, but like I'd be lying if I said I wasn't thinking about it. He is you are going to have to bargain this from the position of an ant doing like at best a hostage negotiation for a hostage, at worst trying to like take his TV remote. Does that make sense? Like he has plucked something off up the ground to do something with, and now like, and now the toys are coming to life and unionizing at him, and he's not taking this. He does, and he's taking that as seriously as he thinks it deserves to be taken. Like, it's not. We are not bargaining with a man's life to him. We are trying to, at best, get one of his toys taken away.
Mm-hmm.
We are
point.
asking him why he needs that pair of pliers he just grabbed off the ground. Like,
Fair. And to be clear, I'm not trying to negotiate for Joel Micah. I think Joel Micah should just go. He can just leave. What I am trying to negotiate for is, well, he leaves Winoa. I suppose the metaphor I was thinking about was I'm like a dog with a piece of mail wrapped to my collar, and if I bark, my owner, who's got a sniper rifle from 50 feet away, deletes him.
that's a strangely vivid metaphor, and I'm going to ask you about how that's the first thing that popped into your head later. I'm sure it's a riveting story that's definitely going to worry the hell out of me.
I've been in riot zones before.
That's what I'm. Yeah, no, sniper at work.
I don't think you want to see my armored vest that says press on it.
I can't think about that too much right now. We can't talk about that right now. I have to stay focused. But yeah, no, you got the right idea. Your owner is gonna cap him fully through the dome piece if this goes weird, if you don't come back. Yeah, let's bargain from a position of power here, is what I should say. And granted, that's bargaining from a position of other people's power, but like, that's what we're doing. We are borrowing weight. We are.
Right. Is there, so aside from, really all I want is this guy out of Winoa. I don't want him here.
Here's the
I'm
thing.
I'm trying to do right by the one thing I was asked to do, and this is what I'm trying to do, you know?
I mean, I think we could just get Joel and Micah out of when now a push comes to shove. I just think if we force it, it might kill him.
Yeah. Do you think that Joel Micah leaving Winoa is sufficient to get him out? Because this guy sounds like he's got his... He might have his hooks in you. She looks at Lia.
I'm trying to not think about the silverfish in my walls. I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, the silverfish is gone all over the crosses. Yeah, no. It could. It might be the thing that, like, it. From what I can tell, they're like everyone else needs a sort of way, and the way they can kind of get in is through people. That's what Carlos was. That's to an extent what Teos is. Definitely what I am. I'm just gonna, try to be real nice and real careful and not like piss her off too bad.
I think that all things considered, she seems to like you. For what it's worth, as much as she can like anybody. She doesn't even like me, and I fucking work for her.
Yeah. No. There's a certain kind of fondness you can only get without proximity.
It's like a grandparent being better to the grandchild.
I was gonna say it's like your parents liking your cousin more than you because they don't have to raise your cousin.
Oh, you're so right. My God.
Yeah, no. Listen. Here's the thing. Your boss only gets me on my best behavior.
That's true. My boss hears every conversation I have with Ghost Boy.
That's so funny. But yeah, this is going to be a kind of a. I feel like it's going to be something of a hostile negotiation because I genuinely, not only do I not think this guy cares if any of us live or die, I think us living is a sort of like, to him, thing incumbent on whether or not we keep him entertained. Like, if he thinks you're funny enough to stay alive suffering, I think you'll do that. But I think, like, if it's up to him...
Genuine question, Lahn. How loud are you talking right now?
It's Lahn Ashley. She's probably talking normal volume.
I'm gonna say that when you say that, you hear Stanley laugh. Like snort laugh.
We'll get to what you know in a minute.
I want the money in my Stanley.
They put their arms up. Oh, I'm sorry. Your friend's right on the money.
No. How close did I get?
Why do you think I'm alive?
See? They're funny.
We can...
Stanley, be honest with me. How well do you think I can pull off Court Jester? I don't like the face you're making at me. That's not a good sign.
To someone else, really well. To this one,
She thinks I'm funny. She also thinks I'm annoying as hell.
Listen, you got a strong sense of justice. One of my favorite things about it. It's... I feel like I don't have to tell you that it doesn't play well with authority.
In another world, she'd get a diagnosis about that.
it's the 80s. That's a lie.
Oh, that's killing me. Actually, a little.
Look. If a chickadee came up to you and started singing Sinatra, you'd also laugh.
That's a good way to put it. So what do you think? I just conk out and I start singing Dankeschön until he does what I ask? When did Riverdance come out? Never mind.
Oh god, I don't know what the conditions of parlay are, but also, here's the thing. Carlos said we can negotiate Joe, my guy. It's not like I don't think he can get more in than he is now.
Right. My concern is if Joe Micah leaves because of whatever he's got. And Lia, don't try to deny it. I know you fucking talked to this guy. I know you're connected somehow. I don't just don't know how. He's still gonna be here because of her.
Well, Lia, you had any strange religious compulsions recently?
Not that I'm aware of. Not anything different, and I do keep track of those.
Psychology.
Psychology.
I want to do psychology specifically on the I keep track of those, not to see whether it's true or not. She fully believes her. Just needs to know, like, how recurring is this?
That's fair.
Yeah, I want to like you so bad, I can't keep doing this shit.
2-star success.
1-star success.
All right, May, answer these, please.
Well, if you can answer, I don't think I've had like a religious compulsion from him that I've clocked.
The closest that you would get to having a religious compulsion is when you were driving back into Winoa the last time.
Mm-hmm.
After that awful dream that you had with him, you did go and like do prayer when you got back to your house.
Yeah.
But
that's just for me interacting with him anyway.
Yeah.
And the religious music's been following you everywhere.
But though for Lahn Ashley's that I track those, it's the ingrained oh, that's a habit I no longer need to follow. Let's not do that. I'll various other growing up things, and no, I don't need to knock on the door 3 times. What are you doing? I don't need to throw salt over my left shoulder. But now that Lia thinks about that, he thinks that might be a good idea again.
Maybe I do have to get my neuroses back.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I'm planning on going in and telling him to get out Or let her have him. I wasn't really planning anything more complicated than that.
You could, and I say this with what Lahn has extrapolated, and what that one seems to think, and I point to Stanley.
Stanley.
Hey.
About how it would be more entertaining for us to have a glimpse of hope so that we continue to try.
Lahn, I'm also going to give you a bit of a freebie. You realize that if she is let at him, and if she kills him, that conversation about the worm as a cat is playing through your head again.
Problem is, if she kills him, we're all fucked.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how. I could not possibly tell you how.
Yeah.
But Big Mom is gonna laser him straight in the face. And I don't know what that's gonna do to us, but it's not gonna be like sort of ideal for our continued existence. But also, I don't know if it's going to be ideal for his continued existence.
I mean, this whole situation's a mess, and I do feel like I'm a dog playing fetch while they're talking about stocks. You know what I mean?
The problem is you are now a dog talking about stocks is the issue.
I'm a dog talking about stocks.
We're
I'm not built for this. I take pictures.
No, you listen. I believe in you, Scoop.
That's cute. I like that. Gotta get the small wins where we can, huh?
Gotta get the small ones where we can. And listen, if I thought anybody in our sort of intrepid gang of mystery scholars was Scooby, it wasn't you. But everyone's surprised.
Well, I mean,
although with your appetite's doing right now, maybe. Mm-hmm. With what your appetite's doing right now, though, maybe.
Hey.
Speaking of, Lahn, you're ravenously hungry.
Oh.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Protein bar, and Jack's Links out of the jacket.
Thanks. We're gonna remind me. We need to stop. One, get stuff out of my old car. I hope it's not my old car. God willing, they can save her. We need to get stuff out of my car though, and we need to stop at like the grocers. We gotta pick. We're eating for 6 now.
Lord, why don't we just go get a family? Why don't we get a family-sized rotisserie chicken? So, all right, so it's you, it's me, it's Betty, it's Carlos, it's Sean, it's. And
I would love to hear it, but we could do it.
And Teddy's looking weird, so he probably saw his ghost boy again.
I don't know if it hits him in the stomach though.
Just gives him a headache. Well, anyway, hey, by the way, Stanley. I don't know the polite way to ask this. When I was doing reporting work in Greenwich, they just kind of do whatever. What do you like to be called? What do you like to be called when we're talking about you?
What do you mean?
Well, I mean, like, I'm she and...
Oh, like pronouns. Sorry, yeah. I was like, my name? Did you want my name?
Sorry, forgot the word. I mean, I know your name. It's Stanley.
That's why I was confused. I guess I go by they, them most of the time.
What's going on?
I guess I go by they, them most of the time.
Works. We'll do that.
Thanks.
Okay.
Hey, you also works, but not my favorite.
We're not that far south.
There's hey you, and then there's hey bitch. But also, it's been a while since I was in Greenwich, so.
Gotcha.
I miss Greenwich. I gotta get New York to survive that.
It's not looking too good right now.
We know.
Damn it!
And Stanley, we know. And we know. And Stanley, we know.
Just making sure, just making sure.
God forbid, Oh, I hope there's not just like a hole where Hell's Kitchen used to be. Fuck.
Fuck. Oh. They were the cute little bars. Don't make me sound like that. Anyway. Lia, thanks for your help. Stanley. I've got questions for you.
Okay.
But first and foremost, what's going on with the hearse?
You know, that was actually one of the questions I was going to ask you a lot. Can I go over and look at the hearse?
Hey, listen, better you than me.
So help me God, if you drive away, I will chase after you.
No, hold on, now. Let's not be too hasty.
They've got information!
I just think
fine. What can I do?
there's worse things than ignorance out there sometimes, is all I'm saying.
Like, I don't gotta go. I can wait. Like, that's fine. I don't know what's up with the hearse.
Just don't come in here because I have an ounce of thought that she'll probably eat you if you do.
Don't come in.
I'm not.
Happen.
Do not come in here. Shit gets kinetic immediately if you come in here, and not even in a way where I'm gonna do something. It just does.
like worse than what
God,
Lia and I
Jack's
were
like
talking
my
about?
throat.
Oh, no.
Yeah, no, everything gets bad immediately. Everything goes absolutely fucked.
That's about what I thought. Yeah, that's why I didn't want to be in town.
No,
Yeah.
Well, which is, now that I'm thinking about it, might be why you're here. If you crossing this border just board wipes all of us.
Yeah, but okay. So here's the thing about that.
Homeboy might just be putting a gun to all of our heads right now. They might just be holding the pin on a hand grenade right now to fuck with us.
I think it's the latter because, yeah.
Yeah, I think you were.
Like you joked about parlay. I think I'm the parlay.
Yeah, no, you're. And fair being fair, nicest hostage situation. I thought if I ever ended up in one, it would be nicer, or not nicer. It would be less nice. You've been wonderful thus far, so, you know.
Thank you.
Nicest
You wound me that it's not the
hand
nicest
grenade I've ever
hostage situation you've ever been in.
Like, of all the nicknames I've been given on the fly, I think Lois Lane is the least degrading one yet.
I'm glad to hear that, and also I'm so sorry.
Do you want your picture taken?
I don't think you should do that.
Why not?
What it do to your camera?
I want you to look at what's behind me.
I've already taken a picture of that.
Fair enough. I still don't think you should do that.
Fair enough.
I'd rather not have all of your film get
whisper to
exposed
Shannon,
immediately.
absolutely take a picture of that.
Of Stanley
I'll
or
stealth
of the
that
of
if
the
I
worms?
need to.
Of Stanley or of the bugs? The Tower of Bug Bull.
I mean, Lia, do you have a camera on you?
No, but
Lia just takes my camera and takes a picture.
You could do this if you want. You could try and stealth Shannon's camera.
That'd be funny.
Fucking Kurorushi and Sendai colony sitting here. We're all trying to get this man out of town and save the world, and meanwhile this motherfucker's in here like, I love the taste of iron.
okay.
Hi, JJK heads, if there are any of you in the audience.
It might be lagging a little bit because I tried to roll twice.
Oh no.
Nothing's happening.
Oh no. Yeah, I see no rolls.
Okay, reload.
Man, I can't wait for Shannon's camera to just perma break.
Oh
Hasn't
no, don't say that.
Hasn't happened yet. Hasn't happened yet.
Where's Mr. Okotsu? Where are you when we need you?
Oh, please load so I can see May's lovely, lovely roll.
I want to see May's roll. To see if I need to contest with it. You know what? I think that Shanna's hands are just square on her hips, so she wouldn't be able to stop Lia even if she wanted to.
I'm imagining Lia just like leans over and just barely presses the shutter button, like doesn't even pick up the camera.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's a good one. Oh, I heard dice. There you go.
Dice!
You got an 83
We're
note
gonna
success.
push.
So some
Gonna push, obviously.
Oh,
and then she just breaks my camera.
she just breaks your camera.
I break your camera.
Oh, the highs of the 1 and the lows of the 100. This is amazing.
Hitting us hot and cold. Oh my god.
Lia, you reach over and you go to just sort of like press the shutter button.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And oh, is that too mean?
Do it. Just fucking do it.
Shannon, you feel a little bit of like pressure on your lanyard.
She looks down.
You see that the lens cap has popped off, and it's on long exposure. Like the shutter is not closing again.
What are you doing? Hey, stop.
That's how cameras work. You press the button.
Lia!
Not all of them!
What are you doing? This thing can't take a beating and it can't do that!
anymore.
Shannon, the shutter
Okay.
is still not closing.
So it's just continually taking shots? Fuck. She's gonna pop, she's gonna pop the canister open and take the film out.
Yep. Doing this, you notice that it looks like the canister itself has been melted through.
No. Can I roll? What can I roll to figure out what did this? Spot hidden? Does that work?
I'd say technology or photography.
Let's do that. Actually. Photography, you said.
I did say photography. I did in fact say photography.
I'm pushing.
Oh, this camera is not making it out alive, Chief.
It's fine! Fuck me!
And I want you to know, Sunny, Lahn is doing so much like personal financial calculus about this camera right now.
Shannon has one piece of one possession to her name that is more expensive than her car, and she's holding it in her hands.
Oh no.
She bought this one specifically because it can take a beating. So this is impressive.
Shannon, what you see is because at this point you know that most of the film inside is probably going to be lost.
Mm-hmm.
What you see is that you see the canister itself has melted, the same way that you would expect like plastic left under a window or left under a magnifying glass to melt. You see one square of film specifically that the center of the frame just appears to have like burst and star burned out, and like that entire piece of film is just burning away.
Can she make out what it was?
It looks like it was the most recent image.
She's gonna try to snap off the remaining film, and just let the other stuff melt. Okay, so what did we learn from this?
Don't take
What did we
pictures
learn
of
from
me.
this? What did we learn from this, Lia Ivana Eustace Smith? Does your name fucking spell lies?
God, I love nominative determinism.
I don't know how camera works, obviously.
That's a funny joke.
Is it funnier now that I've done it 3 times?
It's funny now that it's in canon. Stanley can comment on it.
It's a sort of reverse bell curve where the more you do it up to and approaching like 4, it's the least funny on the 4th time.
It's
And
a population density curve.
It slowly gets... It's funny, kind of funny, still kind of funny. Well, at this point, setup, payoff, reminder, not funny, gradually getting funnier.
It's going to have a steep drop-off, and then it's going to go immediately back to the plateau.
It doesn't go immediately. No, you have to get... Here's the thing. The 5th time you do it, it's not funny. The 10th time you do it, it's raucous. The 10th time you do it, it's just a recurring bit at that point. It's like, oh, yeah.
Oh, fuck me. Okay, anyway.
Also, I'll give you this little tidbit for fun. It's not what my parents named me, either, so...
Oh my god.
I think Shannon just looks at the non-binary comedian across the stream, who is surely holding back laughter. And then
I'm just thinking I know what your name is, because I was told a name that didn't sound like a name, but that was you, wasn't it?
Stanley, if you do say anything,
I'm not saying
I am
anything.
going to have to resort to action.
I'm not saying anything. You're still holding Molotovs.
is the
Exactly.
camera still... Beyond this, is the camera still functional?
It looks like it.
Okay, great. The shutter closes all the way?
With a little bit of, like, it does.
Just takes out another... Just one motherfucking canister of film. Anyways, you know how expensive these are, and there's silver fucking nitrate and all of them. Don't touch it again!
We can get a new canister, it's alright. Fucking can we? Okay.
I don't know. But now on to you. And is this a good place to...
This is exactly where I'm about to end it, yeah.
Okay.
And now on to you. Smash cut to, next time on. So, that is everything we have for today. I now open up the floor for shout-outs, as usual.
Hello. If you liked the music in this stream, you can find most of it at heysunnyk.bandcamp.com. If you are interested in contributing to donations and charities that are doing good work in the world, as usual, I would recommend my favorites: Médecins Sans Frontières, Doctors Without Borders. There's also Palestine Children Relief Fund. Transcontinental Pipeline is great for moving trans individuals in the United States to safer places. There's also ANERA, which is doing donation and charity work in Lebanon. And there is also Children of Persia, which is a US-based 501c3 doing good work for the people of Iran. So, things to consider. Thank you.
Those are in
for
chat as
listening.
well as in the description if you're watching on YouTube.
I'll take the rose conceptual shout out today. I'll do a dual shout out today. One, this, depending on how the thing I'm about to ask May, the second camera turns off, goes, this is either going to be funny or even funnier. Just given the context of the session. Shouts out to trans people. Two shout, just on principle. The world is better with you in it. Thank you for being here. No, listen, grab God by the horns. Take control of your own destiny. If you don't like something, simply change it. Just do a very actionable sort of group of people. Simply, it doesn't have to be like that if it's bad. And also, shout out to good old sunlight and vitamin D. It's been bright as fuck here in Ireland for the past week. I've been high-key getting my fucking melanin back, which is very nice. Law's happy to have touched sunlight for the first time in fucking a month and a half. Go outside, get some vitamin D in you. It's half fun. I'm not gonna be like full touch grass, but like you can just do your indoor kid shit outside sometimes. It's fine. It's healthy.
It's true.
And wear sunscreen so you don't get melanoma.
Do that.
Even if you don't burn, you are still at risk of getting DNA damage from UV rays. So, just a precaution.
Yeah.
Get your vitamin.
With that, I will take over a little bit of shoutouts. First of all, thank you to Rendesart, who does all of our lovely character art that you can see on stream. And also thank you to Sunny K, who did all of the music that you have heard today. Yeah, you. In addition, I know I mentioned this a little bit earlier in the stream, but we will not have a stream next week. We should be back in 2 weeks. And the other part of that is the next about 2 months, we're going to start entering our sort of spring hiatus schedule. So please check on my Patreon or on my Ko-fi, both at Nalise, to check out which days we are streaming and are not streaming. Thumbs up. We'd like to see you next time we're here. With that being said, of course, you can follow me here on Twitch at Nalise or over on YouTube at Nalise RPG, where we have all of our old VODs if you want to catch up on either this campaign or our previous campaign. Pretty soon, we'll think about our next campaign. I've been doing a lot of brainstorming with Magnolia, along with a couple of our other players. And we think we have a fun little lighter, light-hearted follow-up to this one before we maybe go back into Call of Cthulhu sometime in the future. But I still have to make sure that I can force a Foundry VTT to work with it. So that is the limiting factor right now. All of that being said, thank you so much for joining us today. We hope you enjoyed. We hope your dice rolls go well. We hope your games are good. And we hope to catch you again, once more with feeling. Say goodbye.
Bye.
Bye.
Oh, give me a hope of deep and black loam, where the knock deer and jackalope graze, where often is heard both a prayer and a curse, and the sky weaves a black and red rain. Home, home by the grave, where the bones of the ancestors lay, where here is interred mankind's final kind word, and the sky